Good morning, everybody. Welcome once again to InfoComm 2017. We're here on the NEC Display Solutions stand, stand 1600. Delighted to have with me Randy Pagnan, the president and the founder of RP Visual Solutions. So, Randy, thanks for coming.
Always a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Now, you've come from your stand 3431. Long way from here, or close
no,
by?
It's not too bad a walk. It's about a 5-minute walk. So we're off the main aisle.
Okay.
Sandwiched between Christie and Digital Projection. So good location.
Right, that's nice. And InfoComm's regular for you?
InfoComm's our biggest show of the year.
Biggest
so
show of
we
the
have a 30 by 50 stand.
30 by 50?
Yeah, and it's our whole year. Channel, still very pro channel show, so this is where we want to be.
Yeah.
So,
Can I ask
this show and DSE, Digital Science Expo.
Okay, I'll talk about DSE in a second maybe, but what do you like? Do you like, you're a Florida person or a Las Vegas fan?
Oh, see
Are you
now
allowed
right
to
away
say?
you go, see I'm past president, I'm supposed to be
Neutral.
coasting, I love
Yeah, but you were president in 2005, that was
a long
12
time
years
ago,
ago.
but we still want Vegas. I like Vegas better.
You like Vegas, yeah?
Well, two reasons why. A, it's not as humid, and B, we get more drive up. So you get more drive up attendance. It's a suburb of Los Angeles, it's a suburb of Southern Cal, so we always end up with a bit better draw on the West Coast, although the numbers they're announcing for this show look very optimistic.
I think they're going to be very high.
And just density on the floor, it's busy.
Yeah.
And so I think it's probably going to be a good turnout.
Yeah,
so
I think there'll be a record number. I reckon
we do a lot better usually when we go west.
Right.
So
well, that's cool.
Yeah.
So you were past president, you were president 2005 for 4 years.
It's a 4-year sentence. You start off as secretary-treasurer, then you become president-elect, and then you're president. So I was president in 2005, the year I started RP Visuals.
Right. Wow.
And then you're 1 year as chairman, but the chairman role is a relatively relaxing role compared to presidency.
Oh, yeah.
So presidency is the big year.
And you've just come here from their breakfast where they honored a couple of different people.
Yeah, so what we do every year, the first day of the show, Dave Labuscus, who's the executive director, he recognizes the most important thing with any association is volunteerism.
Right.
So we end up recognizing all past volunteers, but in particular, it's usually the swan song of the outgoing president and also the chairman. So today, Matt Emerson with CFCO, used to be with CFCO, he got bought, but Matt retired off the board as chairman, and Craig Jansen survived his year as president. Craig Jansen, Adibri, AV consultant, his last year. So, but then they also recognize all of the other volunteers for the different committees and councils.
Right.
And
well, that's nice.
I forget the number that Dave actually said. I believe it's 8,000.
Volunteers.
8,000 volunteers with InfoComm worldwide.
Right.
So it's pretty impressive.
That's pretty good.
So, yeah.
Now, so we're actually on the NEC stand today. You've got your own stand, which we mentioned, but the one thing that people should come to the NEC stand for is something I really love. So you do the mounting system for the Microsoft Burberry stores, where I wouldn't be able to do what I did on the NEC stand this morning, was I pulled the screen and opened it.
Right.
Explain how that works.
I appreciate it. So, good partner with NEC. They've got a really, they are the panel of choice at Microsoft. Microsoft's 112 stores in North America, one flagship down in Sydney, Australia, totaling, I believe the number now is about 12,000 panels worldwide. Right. NEC's the panel of choice. We're the mounting solution of choice, and the biggest single reason why is, as you demonstrated yourself playing over there, we take the building out of it.
Well, I thought I broke it when I first pulled it out.
No, well, the only thing you might break is the cabling if the cable management's not done well. But it's what we do is we unitize the column. And normally we'd open up all four. So here on the NEC stand, they have a 4x4 portrait, and they have their new narrow bezel, which is very demanding. It's 1.7 millimeter aperture gap, which is very hard to deliver.
Is it?
And so we take the back frame, this big tube steel, and off of that our mounting system unitizes it and allows you to open and close it. And so that's at the front of the NEC booth as soon as you come in the main entrance. But the fun is, what's John 9 calling it? What is he calling the...
Well, it's got a special name, but it's a cave, right? It's a virtual reality cave, but it's got a special name.
Yeah, and it's John 9's the content gentleman who NEC works with, and I'm not sure if he calls it the Sharkquarium, but he has a neat name for it. But that's very cool. That's an immersive...
Are people allowed to see around the back of the cave?
Absolutely,
They are. Okay.
That's a good thing about, and also NEC encourages, as you demonstrate yourself, opening up the mount.
Right.
It's very hands-on, and also even what we're sitting in front of. Direct view LED from NEC with a diffuser to the audience left.
Yeah.
And then normal straight LED here on the
on the other side.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So what display trends then? You must be at the forefront of seeing the trends from your position of the mounting solution side of things.
So in
What do you
our
see?
booth, it's actually, we call it a digital zipper. Left to right, we have two NEC 55-inch flat panels,
Okay.
narrow bezel 1.7. So what trend you're seeing there is tighter and tighter bezels. Like,
Okay.
you know, you remember when there used to be like 25 millimeter
Yeah.
bezels? Now they're down to 1.7 mil. Projection, and NEC as well, along with others, laser phosphor. We're actually seeing a little bit of resurgence back into projection.
Really?
With laser
Okay.
and with ambient light rejecting screen materials. So RP Visuals, we're the distributor for DNP, Dai Nippon, and DNP's Supernova product is exhibited on our stand, and we have projector and projection screens. So you're seeing a lot of advances in screen technology with ambient light rejecting, and even in diffusive screen properties. You know, all the major screen manufacturers have new product announcements here at the show, which is cool. So a little bit of resurgence there, and then of course in direct view LED.
That's a big thing, isn't
Just
it?
higher resolution.
Yeah.
Well, the stands are unbelievable today.
Well, the LED behind us is 2.5 mil. We couldn't believe it was that.
2.5 mil, yeah.
It looks so much better, and to be able to use it as a broadcast backdrop is fantastic.
Well, actually, perhaps more surprising is, 5 years ago, minimal amount of our business was mounting direct view LED. And if you come look at the digital zipper we have 1.2 mil and we have 1.5 mil. One's on an X arm, one's on a curved fixed frame. And that's 2 of the 5 displays that I'm showing.
Yeah.
But that's also my representative of my revenue of my company.
Really?
40% of our business now is mounting direct view LED. 5 years ago, it was 5%.
Right.
So 40% is direct view LED. So again, if you look at NEC stand and the amount of direct view LED that they're deploying, and what you're seeing just in the booth here, is pretty representative of the trend you're seeing.
Well, that's good. You're in a unique position to see that trend, I guess.
And the nice thing about it, LED, is it's truly a jungle. It's still in the growth stage. There's no standards.
Right.
None of the 2 tiles are the same. They all have a slightly different pixel pitch, a slightly different format, a slightly different, and so that's good for a custom mount manufacturer that can adapt to different options and solutions.
Okay, good. My last question then is about DSE. So NEC are one of the unique, I think, display manufacturers where they managed to bring together their presence in Amsterdam at ISE, which I think you missed this year.
The first time
in many years.
And I love that show, and I heard it rocked.
It was really good this year, 70,000 people. And the weather wasn't too bad for once, strangely.
And the weather's not too bad here right now. It's not
pretty
overly
good,
humid
isn't it?
right now.
That is true. But NEC managed to bring together the ISE stuff, and then the DSE, they do their own showcases. Then they come to Infocom, and then they do a New York Digital Sound Show. But you do DSE and ISE. How do you differentiate between the two? This is more partner focused, is it? And
this
DSE
is
more
more
end user?
channel. Traditionally, historically,
Okay.
you've got more channel. You got a lot of integrators, dealers. It's a trade show association.
Right.
And you got a lot of AV consultants and specifiers. And of course, important to us is actually networking with other manufacturers, which is really key. Much more channel related here. DSE traditionally has had the end user. DSE has had the Nike, the Burberry, the Coach. Verizon people would go to digital signage. However, this morning at the breakfast, Dave Labuska shared that currently registration of Infocom, and it's going to change because Drive Up will be more channel partners, but right now more than 40% of the attendees at Infocom are end user.
Wow.
And back when I was president, it was 20%.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
They're drawing much more end users, and I think that's what the industry says they want to see. The more leads that NEC gets, the more leads they get out to their channel partners.
Right.
So getting more end users here is a good
Makes
thing.
a lot of sense.
So.
Good. Okay, Randy, I'm going to let you get back to your stand. It's
Appreciate it.
3431 for anyone who wants to go and see.
Appreciate
Thank you.
it.